Should we go wake him up?
Somebody go out and get Rick. Wake Rick up.
All right. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
We're going to begin by singing a nigun. You don't need to know any words.
No, all you have to do is la la. La 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 la
Let's turn now to page 128 and sing the words Hine Ma Tov. It's good to be together.
Hine ma tovu manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim sheberachim gam yachad.
So speaking of touchy subjects, you'll notice we're a polling place, so they're getting set up for voting. But I kind of love that the doors are almost totally closed so that I can only see it a little bit. And I think that should be the metaphor for this Shabbat, which is as much as possible. I don't know if you're feeling any anxiety. I am, just a smidge. So for this Shabbat, we're going to close the doors on what's happening with next week. We're just going to try to, as much as possible, and just try to relax and enjoy our Shabbat. All right, that's our kavanah, our intention for today. Yes, Joe.
I think you should mention where you went the other day.
Oh yes, another bit of good news is that we delivered all of the canned goods that we collected over the high holidays to the Tri-City Food Bank, and they haven't yet told us how much it all weighed, but they're going to give us the big number, and we'll share it with everyone. But it was really, they were so grateful, so excited that we brought all the many bags of food. So thank you. And Joe helped. She organized everything perfectly. All right, so let's bring in some light, some more light with the lighting of candles. We'd like to invite Amy Eisenbruck to light the candles. And the blessing is on page 120.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold him, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Oh, wait, just a second. Just until she lights them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my music.
We're almost.
Try again.
Okay.
No.
No, I gotta put my cape on.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you, Amy. We'll turn to page 138 for the words of Lecha Dodi. We welcome in that Sabbath bride, verses 1, 2, and 9.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Ishmianu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu elcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maseh b'machshava techila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'tola tov emunei am segula. Boi chala Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
We'll turn to page 146 as we remain standing for the call to worship the Baruch Hu.
Lai, 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 lai,
We'll turn to the words of Ma'ariv Aravim, page 148, and we'll do our chant roll into dark. The Hebrew is halfway down the page, Borei Yom.
Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei Yom Balayla, Golel Lord mipnei choshech, Golel Lord mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night.
Let's read together on page 150 the words of Ahavat Olam in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Turn the page, words of Shema. Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. Page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha
ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה Asher Anochi Mitzavecha Hayom Alevavecha Vishinantam Levanecha Vidibarta Bam Bishivtecha Bevetecha Uvlechtecha Vaderech Ushochbecha Uvkumecha Ukshartam Leot Ayadecha Vehayu Letotafot Beinenecha Utaftam Al Mezuzot Beitecha Uvisharecha Leman Tishkeru Basitem et Kol Mitzvotai Vitem Kedoshim Leloechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher Hotzeiti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot Lachem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem
Adonai Elohechem. I'd like to invite Sean to share some words in preparation for Mi Chamocha, page 157.
In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say Adonai. There is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again, we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Thank you, Sean. We'll turn the page. We'll sing as the Israelites did on the shores of the sea.
Exactly this melody. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha netar b'kodesh, norati lo tosei fele, norati lo tosei fele. Malechutecha ra'u v'anecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, zelianu v'amru, zelianu v'amru. Adonai imlo leolam va'ed, Adonai imlo leolam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la.
V'ne'amar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, uge'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
Amen.
We'll turn the page as we offer our Hashkivenu prayer, our nighttime prayer. These nights are getting longer. They're about to get even longer. And so we ask for an extra bit of protection and comfort and security and peace as night falls.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
Let's keep singing. We'll turn to page 162 and sing the words from Exodus to remind us of the gift and the obligation of Shabbat.
The Shamru, an oldie but goodie at Temple Beth Torah. We haven't sung it here in a really long time. V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We'll turn to the words of the Amidah, page 164, and we'll chant the first three blessings together and then have some time for quiet. Please rise. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gila Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah Rav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem. Mechalkel chayim bechesed,
מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Now, I know I said that we were going to close the doors on the election for first Shabbat. We're just going to pry it open for just a couple of minutes, I promise, and we'll close it again. But I want to begin tonight by telling one of the most famous stories from the Talmud. It's a story known as the Oven of Achnai. If you know the ending, don't spoil it for your neighbor. The sages were debating about whether a particular earthenware oven was kosher or not. All of the sages agreed that it was not kosher, but one rabbi, Rabbi Eliezer, maintained that it was kosher. Now, this situation was far from unusual. As you know, the rabbis love to argue, and the Talmud is full of disagreements. But here's where things get weird. On that day, Rabbi Eliezer answered all possible answers in the world to support his opinion, but the rabbis did not accept his explanations from him. After failing to convince the rabbis with logic, Rabbi Eliezer said to them, "If the halakha, the Jewish law, is in accordance with my opinion, this carob tree will prove it." The carob tree was uprooted from its place and flew 100 cubits in the air. The rabbis said to him, "One does not cite halachic proof from a carob tree." Rabbi Eliezer then said to them, "If the halakha is in accordance with my opinion, the stream will prove it." The water in the stream turned backward and began flowing in the opposite direction. They said to him, "One does not cite halachic proof from a stream." Rabbi Eliezer then said to them, "If the halakha is in accordance with my opinion, the walls of the study hall will prove it." The walls of the study hall that they were all sitting in leaned inward and began to fall. Rabbi Yehoshua scolded the walls and said to them, If Torah scholars are contending with each other in matters of halakha, what is the nature of your involvement in this dispute? The walls did not fall because of the deference due to Rabbi Yehoshua, but they did not straighten because of the deference due Rabbi Eliezer, and they still remain leaning today. Rabbi Eliezer then said to them, if the halakha is in accordance with my opinion, heaven will prove it. A divine voice emerged from heaven and said, why are you arguing with Rabbi Eliezer? As the halakha is always in accordance with his opinion. He's always right. Rabbi Yehoshua stood up and said, it is written, it is not in heaven. Deuteronomy. Since the Torah was already given at Mount Sinai, we do not regard a divine voice. As you already wrote at Mount Sinai in the Torah, after the majority to incline. Since the majority of rabbis disagreed with Rabbi Eliezer's opinion, the halakha is not ruled in accordance with his opinion. What did the Holy One, blessed be he, do at that time when Rabbi Yehoshua issued his declaration? The Holy One, blessed be he, laughed and said, my children have triumphed over me. My children have triumphed over me. It's a great story, I think. We see the chutzpah of the rabbis, who dare to tell God that the process of interpreting Torah is a human project, and not even God has the right to intervene. We see that God delights in our endeavors, even when we outwit God. We also see the limits of majority rule, and that being right, as Rabbi Eliezer was, sometimes isn't enough. The story, though, doesn't actually end there, and the full story is darker and more troubling. Here's what happens next. On that day, the sages brought all the ritually pure, the kosher items deemed kosher by the ruling of Rabbi Eliezer with regard to the oven, and burned them in a fire. And the sages reached a consensus about him and excommunicated him. Rabbi Akiva goes to break the news to Rabbi Eliezer gently. But Rabbi Eliezer, who, as we recall, can perform miracles, does not take it well. We read, his eyes shed tears, and as a result, the entire world was afflicted. 1/3 of its olives were afflicted, and 1/3 of its wheat, and 1/3 of its barley. And some say that even the dough kneaded in a woman's hands spoiled. There was great anger on that day, as any place where Rabbi Eliezer fixed his gaze was burned. Rabbi Eliezer is so angry at being ostracized that he wants to literally burn the place down. He's so angry that he prays for the death of the leader of the community, Rabban Gamliel, who happens to be his own brother-in-law. The story ends unhappily with the death of Rabban Gamliel and the cryptic statement, all the gates of heaven are locked except for the gates of prayer for victims of verbal mistreatment. The full story of the oven of Achnai is complicated. It is about human beings taking Torah into our own hands and about what it means to try to live by those words of Torah. But it is also about what it takes to live in community. It seems extreme that the sages would excommunicate Rabbi Eliezer just because he disagreed with them about a kosher oven. But they saw that his refusal to accept defeat was dangerous to the well-being of the community. If he refuses to accept this ruling, what about the next one? What happens to the legal process if individuals can just refuse to accept the decision of the majority? What happens to a community if individuals can ignore the authority of its leaders? Rabbi Eliezer's refusal to concede makes him a threat to the whole enterprise. The rabbis turn out to be right about the threat, though excommunicating him does not exactly solve the problem. Rabbi Eliezer's anger is so powerful that it ruins crops, spoils dough, and sets the world on fire. It even ends up killing the head of the Jewish community. Without receiving any rebuke by the narrator, Rabbi Eliezer seems to be the winner of the story. But his win comes at quite a price. And it leaves us with unanswered questions. What should the sages have done? How could they have responded to Rabbi Eliezer's refusal to accept defeat without tearing the community apart? I share this unhappy story tonight in the hope that we can learn from the sages' mistakes. Whatever the results of the election next week are, there will be many people who feel angry and afraid of what comes next. It might be tempting to do what Donald Trump has already begun to do, which is to question the fairness of the election and the validity of the results. It might be tempting to act out in anger, whether by violent protest or by giving up on the political process and simply checking out. But no matter who wins the election, none of us can afford to give in to these temptations if we want to ensure that our country and its residents survive intact. This week, the actress and comedian Jessica Williams gave Jon Stewart and me a brilliant pep talk on The Daily Show. Here's what she said, minus the profanity, which I have edited out. I'm sorry. Go watch it on YouTube. It's worth it. She said, "John, I know you're exhausted. I'm exhausted. Everybody's exhausted. Anger, disappointment in our political discourse is exhausting. But it's easy to throw up our hands and be like, fine, you know what? I'm tired. Go ahead and take away people's rights. Focus. I just want to be clear. Do not let them exhaust you. Don't let the constant draining BS wear you out. Do not turn away. Look right down that barrel and say, not today, apathy. And no matter what happens, we have to throw our arms around the people who need us the most and hang on." Next week, thank God, the election will be over. And we'll find out at some point along the way who the winners and losers are. In preparation for this event, no matter where you are on the political spectrum, we should all remind ourselves that sometimes we lose. Sometimes even when we are right, we lose. We lose, and it's terribly painful. But if we love our community, if we love our country, we accept our loss. We don't claim that the other side cheated, unless we actually have proof that they've cheated. And we don't try to change the rules in the middle of the game. We don't deny reality and pretend that we've won. We express our pain and disappointment at having lost without letting our anger burn the place down. And as difficult as it can be, we remain in relationship with those who disagree with us. Free societies make room for dissent, and it's a good thing, because we of the two Jews, three opinions people are not known for our uniformity of thought. But when we dissent, let us be the loyal opposition, firm in our convictions, resolved to win the next one maybe, but above all, committed to ensuring the well-being of the society we're all fighting so hard to shape. Shabbat Shalom. We'll turn now to the words of Misha Berach, a prayer for healing, healing of body, healing of spirit. Page 371, in the middle of the page. And if you're praying for someone tonight, I invite you to share their names with us aloud. We'll start with our Zoomers.
Phyllis Katz,
Excuse me, Jim Osborne and David Harris.
Kent and Karen Rasmussen, Barbara Lowe, Muriel and Stephen Gregg, Haiti Carpenter, Julia Mann, and Margaret Simpson.
משפחת Weissman the Scythe, the Alana Rivka Bat Mindel the Chaim Abraham Vani.
Ellen Gartner.
Anyone in the room?
Richard Kaplan, Nancy Weisenfeld.
You-
Alan and Barbara Hargraves.
Let's join together. Page 371. Mi sheberach avoteinu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Turn to Aleinu, page 586. Please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם. וגורלנו ככל המונה, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You can be seated. We'll prepare for the prayer of memory, page 594. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch. A fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be, and oh, to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me. Your laugh once lifted me. Your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death has touched. As I read the name of your loved one, I invite you to rise in their honor. This week, we're observing the yahrzeit, the anniversary of death, of Newton Becker, father of Rebecca Miller, Michael Brodzinski, uncle of Hannah. Henry Fisher, father of Susan Fisher Kirshner. Marion Caroline Hirschhorn, mother of Bonnie Manina. Daniel Leeson, father of Martha Garcia. Helen Kirshner, mother-in-law of Susan Fisher Kirshner. Abraham Krasnovsky, father of Lev Krasnovsky. Zina Kravitz, mother of Eugene Kravitz. Rita Krasnovskaya, mother of Lev Krasnovsky. Helen Malitz, mother of Rosalie Rosenbaum. Barry Perlman, brother of Stuart Perlman. And Leon Wilson, father of Frederick Wilson. If there's someone else that you are remembering tonight, I invite you to rise and share their name with us aloud. If there's anyone on Zoom, please share their name. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be a blessing. We rise for Kaddish, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Ve'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon ufchaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach leolam olalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha barichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. The source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved. Together we say, amen. Can be seated, except for Sharon. You're going to stay standing, and you're doing double duty tonight, so you have some announcements for us.
Thank you. Save the date. Next Friday night, November 8th, we are celebrating Rabbi Sarah's installation. We welcome all of our community to attend this wonderful event, and there will be a yummy dessert oneg. I can attest to that. Also save the date for Thursday, December 5th, for the Warriors Jewish Heritage basketball game starting at 7 p.m. It's the Warriors against the Houston Rockets, so plan to attend. Please remember that tomorrow, November 2nd, we have a Shabbat morning service that starts at 10:30 a.m. in our sanctuary. Please check the weekly and our website for all the different events and activities that are taking place at Temple Beth Torah. I'd like to thank Joel Stroud for representing the worship committee tonight. I'd like to thank Cindy Monroe and her 3 wonderful gentlemen, volunteers who are helping out with our AV. We couldn't do it without you. And I'd like to thank Michelle, and I guess me, for doing the music tonight. I think I've covered all of it.
Come for the Torah study tomorrow.
Oh, and there's
Yes.
Torah study tomorrow morning at 9
o'clock.
Yes. So
Thank
then
you,
you can go
Sharon.
to services after Torah
That's right,
study.
just stay for the morning.
That's right.
Just stay.
That's the plan.
Good. Thank you. All right. We will offer our priestly benediction, our family blessing. So we reach out to your family, literally or figuratively, as we offer these words. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you. May you feel God's presence with you, and may God grant you peace. Amen. We'll close our service, page 657. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. I'm vamping, don't worry. Peace will yet come.
Yes.
Someday, somehow, if we just sing hard enough, guys. Bottom of page 657.
A lot of ruach, okay?
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We'll join in the back of the sanctuary for Kiddush and Motzi.
La la la